Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this edition of our Treasures of Park Lane. And I'm Heidi Kuipers. I'm excited to be here with you guys tonight to share so many things, a little bit about Park Lane, a little bit about myself, and why this opportunity is such a great one for you to take advantage of. A little bit about me. I am a sales vice president with Park Lane. I've actually been in this industry for 13 years now, almost 13 years next month. And of those 13 years, I spent 8 years at a different company with jewelry. I've always been in jewelry. And the last 5 years, I've been with Park Lane. So 13 years in jewelry and the last 5 years with Park Lane. I have two kids. I have a sophomore in high school, a son, and an eighth grade daughter. I live just up outside of Seattle, Washington, and have an amazing husband. Been married for, I think this will be 19 years this year. And just love what this business has been able to do for me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that and what it's done for my family. I've been able to stay home. Basically, in my old career, I say my old career, my original career, when I came out of college, I worked as an operations manager for a software company. I loved my job. I worked in marketing a little bit, and then I worked in operations, but it was a corporate America gig. And I did that up until I had children, and even for a little bit, I consulted and did a little bit of work after I'd had kids, and then decided to stay home, which I never thought I would ever do and be a stay-at-home mom. I always thought I was going to go back into the workforce, but I stayed home for a few years, and I just the whole direct sales thing fell into my lap. I was not really looking for something to do like this. I was always anticipating going back into corporate America, but this kind of just fell in my lap, this idea. And I was looking for something to kind of get my mommy brain working in the work brain mode again. So this kind of fell in my lap. I started it. I was intrigued by the opportunity. And that was 13 years later. I never went back to, that was 13 years ago. Sorry. I never went back to corporate America. I stayed in this profession for the past 13 years and have absolutely loved it. I've been able to raise my kids from home and having an extremely flexible job to be able to do that, and have worked from home for all of this, this time that I've been raising my kids. Basically, I started when my son was 3 and my daughter was 10 months old. So basically the lifespan of my daughter, I've been doing this. And it's afforded us so many things as a family, and it has enabled me to be able to be there for all the things, right? So I'm able to go to whatever I want to go to. I basically plan out my family schedule and then figure out how I'm going to fit my work into it, instead of it being the other way around. When I was in corporate America, of course, my work schedule dictated everything. And then I could plan in my family stuff around my work schedule. And here it's the exact opposite. I plan my family schedule, and then I plan in the pockets of when I'm going to do my work around that. And a lot of people would be joining for different things. Some people want to pay off debt. Some people want to have a certain bill that they want to pay for. Maybe you have a bill every single month that is, $2,000, and you want something to be able to cover that bill. Maybe you need a car payment paid for, or maybe you need help with your mortgage. Some people use it, like myself, to be able to afford having my kids in Premier Soccer and in AAU basketball, and being able to handle all of the travel fees that come with that. For my kids, this business really helps with that. So some people do it just for those things. Other people will do it just for to have something for themselves, to have something to call their own, for a little fun money. I mean, really, you could be wanting to do this or be intrigued by this for a variety of different reasons. But despite all of the different reasons that you might be thinking about doing this business, really, there are just a couple questions that I find that it boils down to. So it's why direct sales, why jewelry, why Park Lane, and why now? So I'm going to go through and kind of answer those questions and kind of give my take on it, and explain why I think what I think about those different things. So the first one, I guess, is why direct sales. So why do I love direct sales? Probably the number one thing that comes to my head is flexibility. So the fact that I can run this business on my own schedule when I want to is golden. I was mentioning that I'm able to be there for my family and do whatever I want. and then plug in the business around that. So flexibility is definitely one of the biggest things for me. You get started right away, able to earn an income right away with this business. We don't have crazy costs that you have for startup. I'm going to go over the startup costs in a little bit, about the different kits that you can choose. But beyond that, there's not really huge startup costs that are involved. You don't have to pay somebody for your website. You don't have to pay HR fees. You don't have to pay overhead for this. You don't have to pay all these different things to start up a business. Whereas if you were to start a business, let's say you were going to start a boutique, you'd have so many expenses. You'd have rent, you'd have, everything down to the electrical bill and the website that you'd have to put out for paying people to work there, all these different things. There's a lot of costs associated with starting your own business. And this is really a turnkey situation where you don't have to have all of that overhead. So direct sales is just an amazing place to be in for that reason. Also, 75% of people who do this business have a full-time job. So the majority of people are not like me, who are stay-at-home moms and do this business full-time. And the majority are people who have a full-time job and are doing this as a side gig, or even a side gig to another side gig, because there's so many people out there who are doing side gigs. I believe it's the future of retail. So I think direct sales really plays into that, especially now since we've had COVID and everything has been predominantly online. Our model fits so well into that, and direct sales really fits into that retail world. So those are reasons why I say I love direct sales. But why jewelry? I think jewelry is, first of all, it's pretty simple and it's fun. There's not a huge learning curve that you need to go through in order to understand anything about the products or how to sell it. You don't need experience to be able to sell jewelry. It's a pretty face value thing. People see it, they like it or they don't like it. And what I love about jewelry is that we have so much of it, and it's a consumable product. Some people will think that, I can't go into like jewelry or something like that party plan because it's not a consumable product. I need to sell skincare or supplements or something like that they think of as a more traditional consumable product. But fashion is consumable. It always has been. Think about it. You want to update your wardrobe with every season. You want to update your accessories with every season. It's an affordable way to be able to update your look, but not have to buy a whole new wardrobe. You can take your wardrobe and reuse basic pieces in your wardrobe and change it up with accessories, which is what we do. It's what women do. It's what men do. It's what everyone does in fashion. And it makes it a consumable item. There are no, I said no experience required to sell it. So there's nothing that you need to learn necessarily about jewelry. It's face value. People are going to see it and they're going to love it and they're going to want to buy it from you, or they're going to look for other pieces. And we have such a vast collection of jewelry in our line that people are usually able to find anything. It's easy to sell. It's the #1 complimented item, and it's the #1 giftable item. So what's amazing about jewelry is that it's a serotonin booster, I guess I should say, and it's scientifically proven that jewelry can it boosts confidence, and it's the #1 compliment generator out there. So, think about it. When you're wearing jewelry, like instantly when I put my jewelry on before I started this, I was like, oh, this looks good. I feel good. It's an immediate mood increaser. And so what I love about jewelry is that I'm able to provide that for people. People will take pictures of themselves and send pictures to me and say, oh my gosh, I love my earrings. I got so many compliments on them today. So I'm in the happiness business for people. I'm giving people joy and I'm providing something happy for them. So that is a perk of jewelry as well. And I love that I'm able to do it online. So jewelry is an easy thing to be able to do online, especially now after we've had COVID and a lot of things have really switched in the marketplace. And I always say it's affordable luxury. People are able to update their wardrobes every season with just getting some new accessories. So why Park Lane? Really, there's so many reasons. I could talk about this section for a very long time. So it's a 67-year-old company. It was started in 1955 by Shirley and Art Levine. She ran the company, her and her husband ran the company for so many years. And about, I think 20 years ago, 3 of their sons bought the company. So we're on our 2nd generation of ownership. And the 3rd generation works for the company. It's a family-run business, and it has been ever since, like I said, for 67 years. Is a debt-free, cash-rich company that doesn't have all of these investors to be beholden to. So this company is stable. It's been around for a very long time. 6 decades of relationships is a very long time in this business. And we have grown by over 500% since COVID in this new online world. Jewelry is a booming business, and it is projected to grow even more over the next several years. I love Park Lane because, like I said earlier, I was with a different company for 8 years, and I left that company to partner with Park Lane because of the incredible programs that we have here. Park Lane sets you up for success like no other company that I've seen. When I was introduced to the different programs here at Park Lane, I was blown away, and led me to partner with them because I was really realizing that I found the best opportunity with the best programs here with this company. So just a couple things about that. So I always talk about the customer sale because it is so good. I mean, you get so much bang for your buck. The program that Park Lane has out there for us to offer customers is incredible. Customers can shop at 50% off for the items that they want, and it's incredible. Customers find so much value in what they're receiving. So they come back to shop with you more often because they're not having a regretful moment after they bought something and spent, $200 to get 1 or 2 items from you. And then they feel regretful and don't want to spend again. They're getting 6 or 7 pieces from you for, say, $150. And they're like, wow, the value is amazing. So it makes them want to shop with you more. And you create that relationship with your customer because you are providing so much value for them. In addition to that, we have an incredible hostess program. So it's a hostess program that Park Lane pays for. It's not something that comes out of my paycheck. It's not something that I have to offset for my hostesses. Park Lane pays our hostesses because they are the backbones of our businesses. And we can pay hostesses huge rewards. If a hostess brings in 10 orders, that's 400 in free jewelry that the hostess is getting that Park Lane pays for. I don't have to pay for any of that. And that helps me as well being successful. And our hostesses love it because they get so much for hosting. They bring their friends to us, and as a reward, they get hundreds in jewelry for free. So touching upon that a little bit, I just wanted to mention, and some of you may have some experience in other direct sales companies or other multi-level marketing companies, and you're wondering about this party plan. Maybe you've never been in party plan before, and you think, that's something totally different, or do people really ever want to do parties anymore? And I'm here to tell you, yes, especially now in this whole online world that we have, people crave connection and they crave, attention with each other. And so we have just seen such an increase in it. I do 100% of my I guess I should say 99% because I have done an in-person party here over the last 4 years. But it really has been almost 100% online. And people still do want to get together. They still want to share something. I mean, what do you do? If you're wearing something and you absolutely love it, or you find a new brand of a curling iron and you absolutely love it, especially as women, we tell other women what products we love, and it's no different here as well. So that's just an amazing thing that we have for our hostesses, is to be able to give them huge benefits in jewelry just for showing off the product to their friends and family. And it's a way for us to be able to be successful, to get a funnel of people into our businesses that are coming from a hostess. So rather than going out and finding 10 people to show the product to, I'm finding one hostess who's bringing 10 people to me. So it's an amazing program, and the hostess benefits are incredible. The compensation plan is second to none. I studied a bunch of different compensation plans before I chose to leave my old company to partner with Park Lane. And it's really, I mean, there's just nothing like it out there. You can make 30 to 50% of retail. We don't have a wholesale number that it converts to. So you make 30 to 50% on your personal sales. So starting out, if you sell $1,000, you make 300 of that $1,000. You start out at 30%, and you can move up as you, if you grow with the company in leadership, you can move up to making 50% on your personal sales. So, the 30 to 50% is amazing. And like I said, an average show, if it was $1,000, you'd be making $300 right off the bat. You can make money, we get paid weekly. So this is money that you could make every week. If you have activity every week, then you could make and earn income every week. Another thing that's amazing about Park Lane versus other companies is the amount of money that goes back into the field. It's such a generous company. This family has owned this company for 67 years, and their mission is to help you gain and earn wealth. It's not for them to pad their pockets. And so we earn as a field 72 to 73 cents to a dollar. Of every dollar that is made at Park Lane, 72 to 73 cents of it is going back to the field. Whereas other companies in this profession, it's usually around 30 cents, 30 to 35 cents, or even some under 30 cents to the dollar. So if you think about that, that's a huge percentage increase that we are giving back to the field versus trying to put it into paying off debt or investors that we may have. We don't have any situation like that. So it's a pretty amazing amount of money that goes back into the field. We have a Mercedes car program. I have a Mercedes parked in my garage right now that I've been driving for the past 4 years. It's an amazing program. You can choose to take a cash bonus if you don't want to drive a Mercedes. I thought, why not? I love my white Mercedes that I have. So I already drove one for 3 years and then did a lease and drove it for 3 years. And now I'm on my second Mercedes and absolutely loving it. We earn 2 trips per year, which is just incredible. I love to travel. And if you love to travel as well, this is an amazing way to do it and have somebody pay for it. Just for doing your job, you can earn the perks of travel with Park Lane. So 2 trips a year. I've been here, like I said, next month it will be 5 years. I have earned 10 trips with Park Lane. I just went on my 9th trip to Kona a few weeks ago. And my 10th trip will be in the fall. In September, we're going to Cabo. And right now we're in the earning period to earn the trip for next spring, which is going to be to Paris, France, which is crazy to earn a trip to Paris, France, just for doing your job. The trips are doable and people earn the trips, not just the top of the top people earn the trips, which is something that is very amazing about Park Lane, is that the trips are attainable. So if that's something that interests you, we have people who have joined this business and joined our company just to travel and travel the world with their families. What's amazing about it, I'm going to be taking my kids to Paris, hopefully, knock on wood, that I earned the trip. And then I'm going to be able to take my kids with me as well. I love that it's such a family run company that they encourage you to bring your families and to travel and bring your kids along with you while you are seeing the world. So I think that's pretty amazing. We also have a program that is like anything that I ever saw. I never had this at a previous company, but we have what's called Rich Rewards Club. And this is basically a program for all stylists, regardless if you are brand new or if you've been around for 5 years like me, or 40 years like some people who have been here with Park Lane for 40 years. It's a program that allows you to get free jewelry every single month based off of what you are doing. And what's amazing about it is that when new product comes out, you can use these free credits to get that product and not take money out of your pocket. So you're not using your hard-earned money to buy product. You're getting free jewelry credits to be able to buy product with those free credits, and nothing comes out of your pocket. I love this because I have a stash of free jewelry that I have earned that I'm able to use for giveaways or for team incentives or for anything that I want. And I have it at my disposal because I have earned so much free jewelry that I have not had to take any of that income away from myself to be able to pay for product, which I think is pretty huge. We also have no minimums. So there's not something out there saying you have to sell this much or you have to buy this much from yourself every single month. And we have an amazing fundraising program. If that's something that you're interested in, we have a 50% fundraising program where you could, as long as it's a 501c3 or they have a tax ID number, you can do a fundraiser for that organization or that person or that group. And if you sell $1,000 at that party, Park Lane will then cut a check for $500 to the organization. Plus, you would then get your commission, your 30% off of the remaining 500. So it's huge. It's a huge fundraising program. Many people use the fundraising program exclusively, and that's how they run their business. So it's just an amazing program that we have available to you. So another reason why Park Lane is so amazing. And then really, why now? There's never going to be a perfect time to start this business. There's never going to be, that perfect time doesn't exist anywhere for you to start anything. There's always something that you can say is getting in your way. There's always an excuse that you could put out there because you're always going to have fear about something new. But I'm here to say that why not start now? Maybe some of you have tried something before without success. And so maybe you're a little bit fearful of what might happen starting something new. But I'm here to tell you that Park Lane is really different. They set us up here for success with all those programs that I was explaining to you. I mean, customer programs, hostess programs, and our compensation plan, plus our free rewards, free jewelry perks. When you add all of those things together, it's really the most amazing opportunity that is out there. And now is a perfect time to get started with it because we have the recipe for success, I guess I would say. We have all the tools, all of the systems in place. It's really a turnkey business, as I was mentioning earlier to you, that there's not a lot of overhead costs that you have to pay for aside from your startup costs of your kit, which I'll explain here in just a second. Aside from that, there's not really any other costs associated. So you can start earning money right away. Many people right now are struggling with inflation up and costs of everything is just increasing. We need more money. I think it's the average person or average household needs $500 per month just to handle what they are normally have been able to do as a family. You need $500 more to be able to afford that same way of life now with what we have with inflation. So you can earn that extra 500 and more through this business, and you can earn it very quickly. You can make your money back very quickly. If I was to do a party this week, I'm going to earn the money for that party next week. It'll be in my bank account. And like I said, if you do an average party of 1,000 in sales, you're making 300 of that 1,000, right back into your pocket within the week after doing it. So it's just a really quick turnaround. We have all the support and help to be able to provide for you for free. You're not going to be like out on an island by yourself. Once you start this business with us, we have our treasure tribe is just such an amazing group of women. We are led by, if you add the leadership experience together, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years of leadership experience on our treasure tribe team to be able to help support you. We have tools in place. We have marketing in place. You don't have to spend marketing dollars on things. You don't have to, pay a graphic designer to do anything. We have all of those tools for you. We have all of the systems in place. And we have an easy way to be able to train you and help you and be there for you every step of the way as you get going. Okay, so let's talk about the different kit options. I'm reading them to make sure. I always want to say them the wrong way, but there's 3 kit options. The first kit, it's $99 to get going. And with that $99, you get $500 worth of jewelry of your choice, plus a free website for a year. The second kit option is $229, and you get $1,000 worth of jewelry of your choice, plus a free website for a year. And the third option for the business builder is $439, and that gets you $2,000 worth of jewelry plus the free website for a year. So basically, you're just choosing, how much you want to spend for how much jewelry you want to get. The $99 entrance fee is amazing, and right now we have an incredible special through the next week where if you sign up, you get a free impression bracelet. I was going to have an impression bracelet here to show you. Let me grab them really quick. You get a free impression bracelet. Look at all the different colors of the impression bracelets that we have. And you get a free one of your choice if you join us within the next week, because that is a special that we have running right now. Free impression bracelet on top of what you get and all your free jewelry that you get for signing up. So the free impression bracelet is $188 value. So it's pretty amazing perk to be able to add to your signup. So that's another reason why now would be an amazing time. We also have a program I'll touch on just briefly. We have a program called the Direct Appoint program. This really is a program for anyone out there who has direct sales leadership experience. So if you are watching this and you have experience with another company, leadership specific experience, and have worked with a team or have built a team in another company, we recognize that leadership experience here at Park Lane and can bring you in at an equivalent level to that. It's like in corporate America, if you're a vice president at Microsoft and you're going to go to work for Amazon, they're not going to bring you in as an entry-level marketing person at Amazon. They're going to bring you in as a VP or higher. So we have this amazing program to be able to bring you in and recognize your experience based off of what you've done in your direct sales career already. So that's a direct appoint program. So if you have questions about that, be sure and ask the person who invited you to this today, because they can have more information for you. So really, as I've talked about, why jewelry, why Park Lane, why now, why direct sales, all these things that I've talked about basically boils down to you asking the question, can I do this? And I'm really here to tell you, yes, you can. I say anyone can do this business. It's so simple and so fun, because we have so many amazing programs in place for you. Aside from all the programs that Park Lane has, everything that we have here at the Treasure Tribe that's just at the tip of your fingers for training and resources to be able to utilize are going to make it so that you are set up for success from the very beginning. It's a low investment with virtually no risk. So try it out. I mean, what have you got to lose? This is my sisterly advice that I would say to you. What have you got to lose by trying this out? You can do anything for 30 days. And it's like such a low investment. I mean, you can get in for the entry point of $99. So that's way less than a trip to Costco, probably less than a trip to Target. So for $99, you get $500 worth of jewelry, plus you're going to get the free impression bracelet as well right now. And you get to pick all that jewelry that you want, and you get somebody to help you get going and do your launch party for you. Where's the risk in that? I mean, I remember when I was starting this business 13 years ago, my husband was actually the one that talked me into it. He said, okay, so how much is it going to cost? And I said, this is how much it's going to cost. And he said, and what are you supposed to make on a return off of this, first party that you did? And I explained to him what the return was. So, here in the terms here at Park Lane, it would be, okay, the answer to his question would be, okay, how much is it going to be to get started? Okay, well, it's $99. And how much am I going to make back after my first party? Well, they say the average party is about $1,000. So I'd be making $300 back. So he was like, well, it kind of sounds like a no-brainer to me. I mean, why not try it? You could spend $99 to get $300 back. You're putting $200 in your pocket, plus you've got all this jewelry. What have you got to lose? Why not just try it? And so I took my husband's advice 13 years ago, and I'm so happy that I did, because it has brought so much to my family, and I've been able to bring so much to hundreds and hundreds of other people through this business. So the what have you got to lose question is it's very relevant. And I think that many of you might be sitting there thinking, oh, I can't do this. I can't do what she did, or I can't do what my friend does that invited me to this. You've got to really remove all of those obstacles out there. You're the only person that's standing in your way. Get with the person here who invited you and talk with them about how you can get launched and get going right away. Fear is the biggest thing that's going to hold you back in life and in anything. And if you have a fear, basically you've got to just go for it and see, what have you got to lose? You can't let fear hold you back. You can't let what other people say hold you back. Or what other people are going to think hold you back, because what if this is going to be the most amazing thing for your family, like it has been for my family? What if you're able to, after 13 years in this business, buy your dream home like I was able to 3 years ago? I was able to help, because my income makes a significant or a substantial difference in my family. So we were able to buy our dream home 3 years ago. I would never have been able to do that without Park Lane. And maybe that's something that you want to do. Maybe there's something out there. Maybe there's a trip that you want to go on. And, income is just holding you back from traveling more, or taking that trip, or doing whatever it is that you want to do for your family, or taking your kids with you to travel. fear is the only thing that's probably holding you back from that. And so if you just eliminate that obstacle and give it a try and say, why not? I think that you're going to be really surprised at what you're able to do, because you can do hard things. Anybody can do hard things. And the only hard part about this is just talking yourself out of the fear, because beyond that, it's a really simple thing. There's simple steps to follow if you follow the plan, and you have a great support system, which you will have here with the Treasure Tribe at Park Lane. You'll be able to do this. So I will say, get with the person who brought you to this tonight. I would love to say welcome to Park Lane and welcome to the Treasure Tribe. What have you got to lose? Jump in, have so much fun with us. The sparkly waters are fun. We'll be there for you every step of the way to help you. If you have any other questions, I hope this was able to answer some of them for you. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to us and let us know, because we would love to welcome you into our community of amazing women and men and help you shine here at Park Lane. So thank you guys for your time, and please let us know and reach out if you have any additional questions. Okay, bye.